Hello. This is Aubrey Bursch with Easy School Marketing. I'm excited you're here. We're going to dive into 5 reasons to conduct third-party interviews of current parents, alumni families, and your students. Now, some of you might be asking, well, why do we need to interview in the first place? Now, hopefully you are conducting surveys, but there is, and I hope they're anonymous, but there is also a component, a different kind of information, valuable information that you're missing when you don't conduct interviews. And by you, I actually don't mean you. I mean a third party. Why do we want a third party to interview these people? Let me just tell you, people, when they know it's an anonymous interview by a third party, they are much more likely to disclose how they're really feeling. And it's those feelings and those words and those thoughts that they have, the honest ones that we want to hear, because they're going to help you succeed in your marketing, development, retention, all the efforts, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about the 5 reasons to conduct them. So number 1 is your programs, okay? You need to know from your parents about your programs. Like, what are they looking forward to in the high school? Or are they not even looking forward to it at all? If you have let's say a K through 12 school, what are their thoughts on the current programming offered in middle school, right? It's amazing. We recently did some interviews for clients, and the information we gleaned from middle school and elementary school parents regarding their feelings about high school may change how the school, internally markets and externally markets their high school program, because there were some red flags noted that, hey, not all these people will convert into high school families unless X, Y, and Z happens, right? So very good information to have. Very beneficial for a school. Saves you time, energy, money. All right, so the next thing is what you need to find out from your parents what you excel at. Not just a click the button on a survey, but truly, what do you excel at? Sometimes parents can't process it and click a button. They need to talk it through. Oh, so Janie really loves this. Oh, because what they really do well is they do this amazing musical, and the music program is really enriching. And here's the experience we had. When they start talking about their experiences, then you can get a feeling for what your school is really hitting it out of the park. What are you doing so well? And that's going to help with your marketing efforts for sure. And it's going to help with how you're positioning yourself in the market and appealing to families who probably have similar values and thoughts as the ones you currently have. And then you need to also be willing to hear what you can improve. So that's number 3. What can you improve? This question, just talking about it, sometimes parents will say, no, it's actually a really good experience. I guess I would improve the lunches or something like that. Okay, but some parents will actually give some very interesting feedback on what they would suggest improving. And frankly, sometimes parents have brilliant ideas. So it's both hearing what your weaknesses are, perhaps, and also hearing how parents would suggest you change them. And then number 4 is, are they planning to stay, right? Or why have they continued to stay thus far? This is a very important thing to understand, because you might have all these amazing parents, and if they're like, well, we're actually looking at other places, which is something they won't. Believe me, I've had them confide in me that they will confide in a third party. That's going to give you a heads up to, you got some red flags happening here. What are they? Let's dig deeper. Those are good things and helps your retention efforts so much, right? And so that was number 4. Number 5. So this is a good one to ask alumni families and alumni, is really the outcomes of the education, understanding the long-term takeaways from your school's education and what they really left with. That will help with how you're positioning yourself, understanding your true value and your value proposition so much. So this is why it's important that if your school hasn't already done one, I say do it once every 3 years, maybe more frequent if you need to, but you should definitely do a third party interview for sure. We do them at Easy School Marketing, and they've been tremendously helpful to our clients. So whether you use us or someone else, I highly recommend that. I hope this was helpful. Connect with me on LinkedIn if you haven't already, or you can email me at aubrey@easyschoolmarketing.com. Thanks.